In the third week of the legislative session, it's come to a close at the State House. Today, we're taking a look at impactful movement from this week. That's where we find ABC 3340's Austin Pratt. He joins us now from the newsroom. And Austin, what happened in Montgomery this week?
Shanti, there was movement on a handful of high-profile bills. We got a look at the state of Alabama's finances as lawmakers take on the task of setting the budget. And we have even heard cases for new gaming legislation. The idea of a gaming bill was brought up at least twice by Alabama Democrats this week. The first in a press conference advocating for more help for rural health care and low-income support programs like SNAP.
We've had several options for the last, I can't tell you how many years, we've been discussing the possibility of gaming. It goes nowhere. And until we get to a point that we can generate some revenue without having to apply a tax on individuals, we're going to have some serious problems ahead financially.
Then Thursday in budget hearings, as lawmakers were confronted with increased requests from state agencies, but no increase in available state funds.
I know we don't want to talk about the big T word, where we get the money, what's the obvious source that we can get it from. We've got to change our mindset about some things, and I'm talking about the big G, gaming.
We also saw heated debates in a handful of bills, including House Bill 71, which would prevent smoking marijuana in the same vehicle as a child, and House Bill 41, which allows for the death penalty in cases of child sexual abuse.
It will cause taxpayers for this unconstitutional, already declared law to be passed in the state of Alabama and then be defended because it is unconstitutional.
Democrats warned this legislation has already been declared unconstitutional by the Supreme Court and would be costly in legal fees if passed. But sponsor Representative Matt Simpson says the field has changed as more states have adopted, and the Supreme Court will acknowledge that if the bill is challenged.
At some point it has to be challenged. That's the way it gets brought up to go to the next level. It has to be challenged through either a sentence or through a brief of some sort. A challenge of what the charges is to go through there. So it's got to have that ball start rolling.
And I'll be back in Montgomery Monday, continuing coverage of the state's finances as budget hearings resume. In the newsroom, Austin Pratt, ABC 3340 News.